welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lauren. I'm constantly picking up new books, and so I thought what better than to share my passion here with you guys on YouTube. So if you like reading vlogs, reading content, challenges, Q&As, everything like that about books, go ahead and subscribe because you're gonna want to hang around. Today's video is gonna be something super fun. I feel like my hair looks crazy, don't mind it. I normally straighten it, but this is kind of it naturally. We're just gonna ignore it. This is a busy week, y'all. But anyway, today's video is going to be something I've seen a couple other YouTubers do here, and I feel like it's a trend. Maybe just for this year. Maybe people have done it in years before. I honestly don't really know. But the video is the 10 before the end. And it's basically 10 books that I would love to get through before the end of the year is over. 2025, moving on to 2026. Crazy work, I know. And yeah, at first I was not going to film this video simply because I honestly find it kind of difficult to talk about books that I haven't read yet. Especially because a lot of them I really like to go in blind. Like, I just hear people like the book and I'm like, oh, that's all I need to know. I'm gonna read it. Let me know if you want the same. I don't know. So I haven't really heard a ton about most books, but I was kind of thinking. I was thinking more. Just even to myself, like, what are 10 books I want to read before the end of the year? And the more I thought about it, the more I realized there are definitely some contenders on my list that I could sit here and yap about. So that's what we're gonna do. These are books that, like, yes, I've heard some information about simply because they interest me so much, and like I don't know. I was curious about them, so I did my research, and now I'm like, oh, well, I for sure want to read that soon. So anyway, I have my list here on my phone. I made it last night, and then I was like so excited to sit here and talk to you guys about them today. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right on into it. These are gonna be the 10 books I would love to read by the end of the year. Kind of like a little TBR, but if y'all know me, when do I ever stick to my TBR? Let's be honest. Honestly, I really hope that I do though, because these 10 books right here sound so good. And I know y'all are gonna love the reading vlogs on them, so stay tuned. Anyway, let's get right on into it. I actually do own a few of the books here, so let's see. The very first book, you guys have seen me talk about this time and time again. This is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. Y'all know me. I've put this on my TBR many a time. Haven't gotten around to it. I don't really know why, because let me tell you, I'm probably most excited about this book than like any other book on my bookshelf. I know Sarah J. Maas isn't people's favorite author. People just are kind of like, okay, she's basic. Why do people obsess over her so much? But I don't care. I love her. She's my favorite author. I'm just gonna say it. I read ACOTAR and I read Throne of Glass, which are her two other series she's written, and the only one I'm lacking here is Crescent City. I really don't know a lot about it just because, like I said, I want to go in kind of blind, honestly. I've heard a few little things, like who the characters' names are. More of that. It's like an urban fantasy instead of kind of her traditional fae fantasies she writes. There might be fae in this, I don't really know. But I don't know if you guys have heard this yet, but stay tuned. If you're a Sarah J. Maas fan, know that there's gonna be a new ACOTAR book coming out soon. We don't really know when, but in order to understand the new ACOTAR book, you have to have read her other series, so the Throne of Glass series and then Crescent City, which is currently kind of a trilogy. And honestly, I know that as soon as that book comes out, I'm gonna want to read it the day of. So of course we have to get through these, and that way we can be ready. This is the only one I own physically at the moment. I keep saying this in all my videos, but y'all know that I'm moving here in like, how many days is it now? Like 25 or something? Let me go to my countdown. I'm moving across the country in less than 26 days. So I kind of need to like keep my items limited, and so I don't really want to go buying a bunch of books until I move. So this is probably going to be the one we read before the end of the year, and then next year I'll probably finish out the series, hopefully. That's kind of my mental plan. But yeah, the first book, I need to get to this, guys. Hold me accountable, please. Like, tell me to pick this book up. I don't know, the size intimidates me, but also I love a good big book. That means like you can go so far into the characters' minds and you just become so attached to the story. I know I'm gonna love it. I know I am. Also, I know that I shrunk my bookshelf. Guys, I've already sent a bunch of books of mine to my parents' house just because they live where I'm going to be moving. So this is kind of the temporary setup. Don't worry, whenever we move, it'll be much better. I intend on getting like a full big bookshelf. It'll be a lot better. Anyway, moving on here. Let's see. Oh, of course, this next book. Crazy work. This is another one of those y'all have seen me put time and time again on my TBR, and then I just haven't gotten around to it. This is Binding 13, the first book in the Boys of Tommen series. And if y'all can see here, I have books 1 through 5. Like, I ordered this and the rest of them whenever I did my big book haul video not that long ago. You guys seem to love that one too, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It got so much hype, y'all loved it. But yeah, this is one of those that I've heard that this series absolutely traumatized despises people that read it, but like in the best way possible. I've heard that these characters would just live with you and you just will constantly be thinking about them for the rest of your life, and like you'll just never look at people the same way again. It sounds crazy, but I want to experience it. What can I say? This follows Johnny and Shannon, yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's 3 sets of characters, or maybe 4, and like each of the 2 books in the series as you go follow a new set of characters. So the first 2, Binding 13, Keeping 13, that follows Johnny and Shannon, and then you kind of move on through the rest of the friend group, and I don't know a whole lot, but I just know this is going to scar me for life. I'm ready for it. And I also have been saying this too, but I would love to do a reading vlog of these books. I don't know, I'm just intimidated. I'm just really intimidated. What can I say? What can I say? Also, guys, please let me know in the comments down below after you watch this which book off of this list that you guys would like to see me read first, because of course I will do a reading vlog on it for you guys. Absolutely. No questions asked. Alright, moving on. Yet another book I keep on talking about, but don't worry, there'll be some new ones coming up soon. This is Babel by R.F. Kuang. Y'all know also I put this on my TBR many a time. Simply don't understand why I haven't picked it up either. It intrigues me so much, especially now that I also own the Poppy War trilogy by her, and then Catabasis just came out. Everyone was raving about that book, so. But I don't know, I have a thing where like I like to go through an author's books in the order that they're published. I don't really know why. Like, you definitely don't have to read this before the Poppy War trilogy. It just, to me, in my headspace, makes sense. So yes, this is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I'm pretty sure this is like an academic historical fiction, but also somewhat of a fantasy book. It's kind of like a mix between genres, and to me that just sounds so interesting. Y'all know I love me a good fantasy book, and so a twist on the kind of basic fantasy that you always read sounds so good to me. I don't know, I've just been hearing a lot of other creators online talk about the fact that they've read so many fantasy or like romantasy books, and they just after a while start to feel the same. So I feel like I definitely do not want to let that happen, because I love a good fantasy. Therefore, I kind of want to break up the monotony with a book like this. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it does, okay? But yeah, another thing I guess that's been keeping me from reading it is the fact that it's pretty long. The words are small. I'm like trying to hit my reading goal by the end of the year, and so I'm sticking to short books, which I don't need to do because I love a good long book. I really do. I love the connection it gives you with the characters over the time, and I just know I'm gonna love it. It's just intimidating. Give me motivation, guys. This next book, I for sure know I'm going to read by the end of the year. I know it. I know I am. This is Collided by Lauren Asher. This is the second book in the Dirty Air series. There's 4 books in the series, and I recently just read first book. There's gonna be a reading vlog coming out on it soon, hopefully, if everything goes right. So stay tuned to hear my thoughts and opinions on that one, but I really am intrigued to go into the second one. Basically, this series follows these F1 drivers, their friend group, and their romances along the way, and oh, the first book, it was crazy. I really want to read about these 2 characters after I've read the first one. I don't think they're interconnected standalones. I'm honestly not sure. I'm pretty sure you have to read them in order. I always like to do that anyway whenever it comes to interconnected standalones, but the fact that they have numbers on them makes me think that there's an order you have to follow. And yeah, this book right here follows Sophie and Liam, and if you know, you know. I read the first one, and these 2 characters were like pretty prominent in that book, and so I'm of course so excited to read about them in this one. Guys, also look at this. Okay, you see how these 3 books in the series are like, you know, they line up and they're perfect? What is this? Like, what is that? I'm sorry, that does not go. Yeah, so I might honestly end up like getting rid of this one and then getting the one that matches the cover, but whenever I ordered these on Amazon, these are how they came, and this is the only option, so I don't really understand how to know if you're gonna get the right cover, like the right spine, I mean, because it didn't show that on Amazon. I just assumed they'd be the same because, you know, usually whenever you order books, they're the same. And yeah, I even went back after, and the reviews of this book on Amazon, they were flaming it for that same reason. They were like, why is this one different? Because like, if you can tell at the bottom, there's clearly gonna be a race car, and like, I just bugs me so much, but what can you do? Yeah, after reading that first one, I honestly kind of wanted to go right on into this one, but I was like, no, I really kind of need to separate up my taste, put something in the middle instead of going directly on in. Oh, the first book is Throttle, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but that's the one I read. But anyway, so I went ahead and kind of read like a little book in between just to kind of separate the series, that way I don't burn myself out and not enjoy the second one. So I went into Lightlark by Alex Astor. It's over there on my nightstand. I don't feel like getting it, so I'll just put a picture. But yeah, right now I'm kind of eating it up. I'm only like, I don't know, probably 10% of the way through, but I can already tell I'm gonna want to continue with the series. So the next book we're gonna be including here is gonna be Nightbane by Alex Astor. This is the second book in that trilogy, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I haven't done that much research. I just got that book for my birthday a couple weeks ago, and so I wanted to pick it up and see what it was all about. What I know about that one is that there's this island that appears every 100 years. The people that live in the world are cursed to live out these like horrific ways of life. Some of them have to eat hearts to survive. Some of them only live to the age of 25. It's crazy, like depending on what part of the land they're from. There's like the moonlings, the sunlings. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but basically all of these people submit a leader to compete in the games each year that appear on this island, and they're basically working to break this curse that they've got placed on them. And yeah, I'm pretty sure by reading it that it's gonna be a romantasy. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, but we will see. That one's gonna be included in a reading vlog as well. Stay tuned. Oh my gosh, guys, I hear my trash truck. This is like actually great news because last week he didn't come at all, and I've been like looking around my neighborhood and everybody's trash can is overflowing because he hasn't come in 2 weeks. Hello? So yes, I was gonna be very excited that the trash truck came. Adulting things, oh my gosh. Anyway, moving on. What number are we on here? We are on number 6. Okay, the next book I would love to read. Sorry if you can hear him. He's pretty loud, but honestly, I don't have like time to sit here and film this video, so we're gonna keep moving on. Sorry if you hear him. The next book is gonna be Twisted Love by Anna Huang. This is the first book in the Twisted series by her. I want to say there's 4 books, and I feel like I'm the only person that didn't read these. They were popular kind of a little bit ago, and I just never really joined the bandwagon on them. I don't know why, honestly. I just read other things at the time. Nothing against it, I just didn't get around to it, but I was actually about to pick up this book right here. This is King of Wrath. I was gonna pick this up the other day by Anna Huang in one of my reading vlogs, and you guys actually let me know not to do that because in order to get the most out of this series, which is called, what is it? The Kings of Sin, you have to have read the Twisted series by her first. And like, you don't necessarily have to, but that's just kind of to give yourself the best experience. And so, of course, I would like to get the best experience. Duh. So I decided not to pick this book up then, and I am going to be probably ordering the rest of the Twisted series. That way I can read that one first. Yeah, don't really know what they're about, if we're being honest. Really have like no idea, but I don't care. I see other people love them and I'm like, that's enough for me. To be honest, that's really enough for me. I have a really wide palette when it comes to reading. I like a lot of books, so I'm excited about it. Alright. Oh my gosh, yes. Number 7. Here we go. Number 7 is gonna be Brimstone by Callie Hart. As we're speaking today, this book literally drops today, like the day that I'm filming this. Probably like the day before you're watching, but this book is the second book after Quicksilver, which is over here. I loved Quicksilver. If y'all haven't seen my video reading fantasy books for a week, you have to go check it out because in that video I read Quicksilver, one of my new 5-star reads of the year. I was so excited about it. I loved that book so much. Oh my gosh. And yeah, there were so many things that didn't wrap up, so many things. And so now that Brimstone, the second book, is out, I need to pick it up, guys. I need to. Dude, the urge to go to Barnes & Noble today and get it. I fear it's probably not going to be in a paperback. I just can't do it when they're not paperbacks. I can't. So yeah, and I don't really have like a Kindle subscription. I could. Guys, y'all are just listening to my daily thoughts at this point. I don't know. If it doesn't end up coming out in a paperback by the end of the year, I probably won't read it by the end of the year just because I just can't do it. I hate hardback books. I want all my books to be the same. Just a personal pet peeve of mine. Plus, they're way too expensive. Like, hello? Be so for real. But yeah, Quicksilver, so good. It was the fantasy book I was craving that I didn't even know I needed in my life. Their relationship, it was so good. They were so selfless, both of the main characters. So good. They just would like do anything for their friends and family that needed them, and they would do anything for each other. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And like the way that Callie Hart introduced you to the story, it wasn't like one of those fantasy books where you pick it up and you're immediately so confused. She kind of introduces you to the different world building elements slowly, and it's extremely digestible because of that. Hello. This freaking trash truck. Honestly, okay. I knew he was gonna come while I was filming. It's 11:51 a.m. I've been waiting for him to come all morning, and now, of course, he comes right when I film. Every time, bro. Anyway, moving on. What number are we on? Number 8. We're cruising on through. Number 8 in this video is gonna be Alchemized by Sinlin Yu. I'm sure this is not the first y'all are hearing about this book, unless y'all live under a rock. Alchemized is basically a Hermione fanfic between Draco Malfoy and Hermione Granger from the Harry Potter series, and everybody's been reading this book. Obviously, because it's a fanfic that's been turned into a published book, the character names are different. It doesn't follow the Harry Potter backstory at all. Everything has kind of been changed, but the basic elements stay the same. And guys, I've watched so many people's reading vlogs on Alchemized, and like the emotions it brings out of them. I need to experience that kind of emotion in my life when it comes to a book. I love it every single time when a book just brings the most out of you. You know what I mean? I just love it. That's why I read, if we're being honest. Like, to escape into these worlds and see the different ways people live. And I've heard from a lot of people, I haven't read it myself, so I don't know if this is true, that it kind of reflects a lot of things that are going on in today's world and just like dives into the struggles that people are going through today. Really hits you emotionally because you realize, wow, this world is really messed up. And yeah, it's a fantasy book, so in a way it's supposed to be an escape, but because of that, be warned, I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't know if that makes sense. It's hard for me to explain it because I haven't read it myself. I'll keep you updated as I have. That's just like what I've heard other people think about it. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Okay, the next book here, number 9, is yet another book I've had on my TBR for the longest time. Haven't picked up, and that book is Funny Story by Emily Henry. If y'all know me here, you'll know I am an Emily Henry fan. I love her books, I really do. Whenever I'm just craving a good contemporary romance with really interesting descriptions, you feel like you've never had an original experience reading these books. Her characters always have the best banter, and whenever there's a found family, it is so good. This book right here is Funny Story. It came out not too long ago, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet. It follows Daphne and Peter, and I honestly, some things I've heard about it, I'm not gonna like get into what, but I feel like part of it is gonna kind of give me the ick just because I'm not gonna get into why, but I'm not gonna like knock it until I try it, if that makes sense. I want to go in open-minded, and we're just gonna see where it goes. I've just heard, I will get into it. I've heard from some people that the main guy in this book is kind of like low-key a dud, and one thing about me, we don't want no scrubs over here, sorry. I like a go-getter man, what can I say? When they're sitting around doing nothing, it doesn't do it for me. But yeah, we're gonna go into it with an open mind. We're gonna see, we don't know the circumstances, that's just kind of what I've heard, and so I fear it's gonna give me the ick. I don't know. I haven't read it, keep that in mind. But yeah, it's been sitting on my TBR for a while. I just need to get on with it because yeah, every now and then I love a good Emily Henry writing style to break up my books. So yeah. Alright, number 10, the last book in today's video, guys. This is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Dewar. This book is a World War II retelling. It follows, I'm pretty sure we all know what was going on at the time with that political turmoil, a very evil man that was overtaking Europe at the time. I don't know if I can say it here on YouTube, but it was an extremely devastating and sad situation going on at the time, and I feel like honestly it's important for us as humans to read about these things, that way the past isn't repeated without us even realizing it. This book, I want to say it follows 2 sisters. Is this that book? Maybe I'm wrong. Haven't really read too much into it, but I have seen a couple other people read it, especially recently, and it's really made me want to pick it up. Yeah, it's so interesting because even like we remember learning as kids in school about like they would block people's letters out, keep information out of the media, keep information away from each other, and it's just like so crazy that that went on. It's one of those histories that we just cannot forget because it was so devastating. And yeah, of course this is a fiction following that time period. I've seen a lot of people cry from it. It's a winner of the Pulitzer Prize. Stay tuned because I'm gonna give it my thoughts and opinions, and we're gonna see where it goes. Yeah guys, that is gonna be the extent of my 10 to the end. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I could for sure keep going. There's so many other books I would love to read by the end, but I feel like this 10 before the end is a very realistic way to kind of keep your goals, because let's be honest, if it was like a 20 before the end, there's no way I'd read all of them. There's no way. I'm a mood reader. I'm just gonna pick up whatever sounds good in the moment, and it might not even be any of these. It might be something completely different. You never know. But yeah, stay tuned. Let me know what are some books off of this list that you guys would love to see me read, because I need the motivation. I would love to read them for you guys, give you guys my thoughts and opinions. So stay tuned. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.